Hello and welcome to another video of No Code Learning App Development. In this video, we're going to talk about how to enable authentication, authorization, or login using the Firebase Authenticator. So what I need you to do is in your app, go to Auth and click on Enable Authentication. And then click on Google Firebase Email Password Authentication. So you are enabling this feature that will help using your Firebase email and password, it will authenticate. And it says authentication, choose initial view, just say Firebase authentication. Next, what you need to do is go to data, go to connectors and enable the Google Firebase. As soon as you enable Google Firebase, it will ask you for these configuration parameters. Here you will enable Android app for now and then web app. So what you would need Android app ID, API key, client ID, web app config, project ID, measurement ID, storage ID, and messaging sender ID. Now you will get all of these information from the Firebase learning page. So what you need to do is, first of all, on your Firebase window, click on authentication and say get started. And as you said, as soon as you say get started, it will show you like this. And in the users right now, there is no users. You say setup sign in method and you can set up any method for now. For now, just keep it as it is. So now you have users. There are no users yet. Next, what you're going to do is in your project overview section, click on the settings, project settings, and go at the bottom. So in general, scroll down to the bottom and then download the Google services.json. You need to have com.qcrypto.qcrypto. And then here you have qcrypto. So you would need the Android app. This is Android icon and this is your web icon. So all the Android details, you'll get this JSON. Click on it, it'll download it, and then you need to copy all of this and paste it in a notepad. So this is the JSON file, and at the very end, just paste it. You don't have to do anything with this, just paste it. Now, please don't use this because I will delete my Firebase account after this video series. Don't worry about it. You just need to use this detail. Next is you will go back to the app. In the Android app ID, just look at, there should be an app ID here. See, mobile SDK app ID. So copy this and paste it. So I'm going to pause my video, just copy and paste all the details here. So what you would need is the Android app ID, the API key, and the client ID for the Android. For the web, you would need the web ID, the web client ID could be different, and you need the messaging sender ID, the storage bucket, the API key, and everything else you would need as part of these details. So once you fill in over here, so once you got all the details over here, you click on save. Once you save it, then you go back, close this piece, and you would see in this course details that there is a Firebase authentication. This has been created. Now, what you need to do is click on the page and click on at the bottom Firebase Authentication. As soon as you say Firebase Authentication, you would see the links and the things which needs to be done when this page is mounted or focused. So you need to initiate Firebase. So how would you do that? Go to install. So I'll show you one more time. So click on the page itself, not to any component. Don't click on any component. It has to be a page. Firebase Authentication is the name of the page. Click on this and expand this. Next, go to installed, and you would not see initiate Firebase, right? So click on flow functions, and here just type Firebase. You would see, if you scroll down, you say initialize Firebase. Click on this, initialize Firebase, say install. Drag and drop initialize Firebase over here and connect initialize Firebase like this. That means the Firebase has been initialized. Click on save, and you would see that there is a login page which is now available. So if you go to preview and click on BDCS Learning app, you would see the login page. This we will fix it later, but this is how it is. Now let's enter the user ID and password here. Now you would see that the user ID and password which you would enter is not going to be valid. You will not be able to use it. It says fail to login. The reason it is failed to login is because if you go in here, you remember the authentication in the Firebase. This is Firebase. There is no setup sign-in method enabled. So what you need to do is go to sign-in method, click on email and password, click on enable and say save. As soon as you say save, you go back to the users and you would see add user over here. Click on add user and give any email, right? So I'm just going to say me@gmail.com and password, give a random password. Let's say 123456 for now, and click on add. So me@gmail and password. So I go back in here and I say me@gmail.com password and say login, and see here it logs in. So what we need to do right now is we need to change the login page a little bit in order for make it look good. So I click over here and then I go to style and I want to change the type tip. So I double click on it, go into a mode, and then I click on the font text color and I'm going to make it as black or a little gray. Okay, and then on the email section again, I'm going to do the same thing, text color, and in the color section, I'm going to make it a little gray and click on save and do the same thing for password. So I go here, go to typography, and in the color also, I'll make it a little change over here, and in the password too, I'm going to do the same thing in order to ensure that this is visible. Right now I click on save, come out of the focused mode, and then click on launch again. So I click on launch, open app preview in portal, and then I click on the app And here, oh, it did not change. We have to probably change it one more time. So go back in here. It should have changed. So we will just figure out in a, going back in here, make sure you do the inactive color the same hex as, so inactive color should be the same hex as the regular color. So go back in here, go to the focus mode, and even in password, the hex should match. There you go. So you want to push a hash symbol and click on save. So it was because of the inactive colors. So now when you go back in here, say launch, open preview portal, and click on open. You see here, now you type me@gmail.com, password 123456, click on login, and it logs on. So this is the magic of the thing. So now the reason we wanted to enable the, if you want to add more users, obviously you can click on add user and enter the email password and the user will be added. But there needs to be a sign up step. We'll worry about the sign up step probably in a later video, but that is how you will enable the authentication for an app. I hope this video was useful. In the next video, we'll create a watch list. Keep watching.